Just interrupting this gym session just to be honest and say, feel absolutely awful. Don't fancy it. Don't want to be here. My head's all over the shop. Just smash my head on barbell. Just take some comfort in knowing that everybody has the shit times, everybody has the down days, everybody feels rubbish. You know, I don't feel great all the time. 30% of the time I'm motivated to get into the gym. The other 70% of the time I'm just here. I just find myself here whether I want to do it or not. You know, if you're on your own improvement journey, don't get caught up in the down days. Don't think that you're unique by having down days. You are very, very common by having down days. The only difference is between those who succeed with their goals and those that don't isn't the fact that they don't have shit days. It's the fact that those people, regardless whether they have shit days or not, still do the thing. They still train, they still track the meals, they still communicate with people, they don't fall off, they don't ghost, they don't disappear, they don't skip the gym, they just continue doing the do. It's why I'm here, because I've set my standards. And when I commit and when I make a promise to myself, you better believe that I'm keeping that promise. And if you take that bit of advice and just make sure that every single promise that you make to yourself, you commit to and you tick it off, you'll be in a great spot. But don't think that you're unique by having down days, because you're not.
Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the vlog. This is the day after that segment that you've just seen. Woke up, it is Saturday morning. We are now at 5:40. Feeling okay despite a less than ideal sleep. Pretty broken and fragmented, but we've got a 60-minute run to do, which you're going to come with me. And then attack the day. This vlog is going to be little bit around just like simplicity. I think I live my life really, really simple and really straightforward. And I think most people just overcomplicate everything in their life, especially when it comes to their health and fitness. So literally, to start us off, I am going to show you what I have pre-run. And it's a banana, some honey, coffee, and a whey protein shake. No fancy carb powders, no fancy electrolytes, literally just the basics. And that's all you need. Just keep it as simple and as basic as possible. Because when you do that, you don't have to stress out about anything, because there's nothing stressful. Well, is this electrolyte ratio suitable for me? Am I having enough intra-workout carbohydrates? Now, I understand that all that can be important when you're doing longer runs or what have you. But it's that like mindset of just worrying about the minutiae that can really just like totally derail you in your own journey. Like, you don't need to have the latest watch. You don't like this. This is the Forerunner 200 or something like ancient. It's like you don't need to have the latest watch. You don't need to have the fancy shoes. You don't need to have a running shoe rotation. That is completely uncommon. People have different shoes and rotate shoes. It's like, what? It's uncommon. So if you don't have a shoe rotation, it's fine. Just get a pair of running shoes. Have your creatine, have your banana, and you'll be all right. And your H2O, obviously, because hydration is actually the biggest thing that will make your performance inside the gym, on the tarmac, and just in day-to-day life as a performer at work, at home, relationships, a lack of hydration will be the biggest thing that will impair your performance in any aspect of your life. Unfortunately, the coffee situation in Gran Canaria isn't great. I asked this question on my Instagram stories yesterday. Where is the best place you've ever had a coffee? Because what you might not know about me is I bloody love a single origin double espresso. Give me one of them, a good one, and it's all I need in my life really. I'm a very simple guy, as this vlog is intended to, but I didn't actually mean to say that. But I am coffee, sun, and beside the sea. I don't even need to like go in it, but beside it. I'm sweet, I'm done, I'm happy. By the way, mine is Bucharest in Romania, where I just was. Very closely followed by Cape Town. Cape Town might be it. It's where I'm off next, so I'll be able to give you a good comparison there. But this AeroPress is a bit of a lifesaver. I love my AeroPress. This is probably the most complex thing in my life, the AeroPress. That's a lie. This is, I believe, the inverted method of using it. Sounds fancy. Sounds not simple. Pour coffee in, pour water in, stir. Always lick the stirring device. Filters. Put filters into cap. Put cap on, turn, move to the side. Job's a good one. So why am I having what I'm having pre-run? Having hydration, having water pre-run. I'm going to have some salt in my whey protein shake too, because number one, as I've already described, if you are underhydrated, it will impact your performance more than anything else. So you need to make sure that you are hydrated. Number two, banana and honey for quick digesting carbohydrates. Not only to fuel performance, because to be honest, having these products so close to the run won't do a right lot in terms of aiding performance. It'll be the food that you ate yesterday that does that, but it will help with your recovery afterwards, because by the time the honey, which is fast digesting, and the banana anyway, is processed through my body and start digesting, it will help then the recovery performance. And then whey protein shake and some creatine, because the bro in me needs protein first thing in the morning. Well, it is the bro in me, but at the same time, we have muscle protein synthesis and muscle protein breakdown. Throughout the night, we've not had any protein at all, right? Zilch, nada. That's Spanish for, I don't think it is actually, because no for Spanish is just no. We've not had any protein overnight, so we're in a catabolic state. I don't want to be catabolic. I want to be anabolic. So I'm going to have a whey protein shake as soon as I wake up to spike muscle protein synthesis and prevent muscle protein breakdown. That sounds not simple, but it is simple. As expected, way too hot. Last but not least, honey. It is just your basic supermarket honey. It's not raw, it's not delivered by aliens or anything like that. It's literally just honey from the supermarket. I'm going to get the coffee down the hatch, I'm going to go in the shower, then I'll go for a walk. Always go on a walk in the morning, regardless of whether I'm running or not beforehand. I like to set my intentions for the day on the walk. I like to do some positive affirmations. I will also reply to any inbox messages I have from clients during that walk on the way back, and then we will get changed and go stomp some tarmac.
Ooh, the sun is just coming up. It'll be a beautiful day. That were good. Outside of like chasing a PB, that's probably the best run that I've ever done in keeping in the heart rate zone that I was looking for. 120 to 150 just shows that base building, keeping things simple over a long period of time works. You know, my average heart rate was 146, my average pace was 453 minutes per kilometre, and I've been running for like 3 years, which in grand scheme of things, you know, isn't loads of time, but it just shows that with consistency you can actually hit some that's pretty impressive for not going full out and for the heart rate that it was. Keep things simple, be consistent with everything that you're doing, and you know you will get far. Don't be caught up in other people's journey. You know, someone said to me the other day on Instagram, we were speaking to, is my time good? And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Is your time good? It's your time. Are you actively trying to improve that time? It's your time that you hit. Don't be brainwashed by other people's times. Like, you do you. I'm going to do me right now because I am dripping in sweat. I'm going to rehydrate. I'm going to have some more coffee, obviously. I'm going to eat. This lighting's not favourable, is it? Let's turn you around a little bit. A good YouTuber would have probably thought about this beforehand. Still not great, is it? It's because the sun's coming in from the window there, but to be honest, I haven't really got much to say. I'm just going to show you what I've got to eat. We have, as always, you know the score, potatoes, chicken, beetroot and melon. Nice and simple. Put it all in the same pan, as you know, let it cook, go for a shower. Once you're out of the shower, it's ready to eat. And that is what I'm going to do. One thing that's really stood out so far from me doing these videos and sharing my diet is how simple it is, and people asking me so many questions about it. Do you literally just put everything all in the same pan and just cook it? Yeah, I do. I think people just get brainwashed by like these like chopping board recipes, and you know, everybody lays it out individually and makes it look absolutely perfect for that one specific meal that they are sharing on Instagram or whatever it might be. And then for the rest of the time, it's just the usual stuff. One thing that I've found is, after helping hundreds of clients, and this is what I want, you know, this video to be about in general, is just simplicity in life, simplicity in training, simplicity in nutrition. Because oftentimes you don't need to do more in order to see progress. You actually need to do less, because what you aren't doing is making your life simple. When you make your life simple, you save so much time. You save so much time, which is why when I cook, throw everything in the same pan and it's done. And this is the photo that Matt sent me, right? Matt last week in his check-in was like, I'm gonna start taking your approach with nutrition. Like, when you're busy, why try be Gordon Ramsay? Save your Gordon Ramsay for a Saturday afternoon or something like that when you've got a little bit more time. But look, that looks very familiar, doesn't it? Looks very familiar indeed. An eagle-eyed person might think that that is just literally a photo of some food that I've made, but I wouldn't use kale. I'd be using spinach. Not that kale's bad, depending on who you ask. But yeah, like, just throw it all in the same pan and cook it. Job done. And this is what's involved in my school platform for my clients as well, right? My simple dieting system that I've developed here on the platform. You've got my simple dieting system, building your nutrition routine, default day examples. And if you've got any questions on this, drop them in the comments below. Happy to help. But it is really this simple. And that's done. So whilst that's cooking for 15 minutes, you can get back to some work. Simple dieting Simple dieting to a T. It's as easy as that. And if I'm being extra lazy, as you can see, I'll just put my fruit and my, I don't know what even you call that, just pile of stuff all on the same plate. Now, you don't have to eat like this all on the same plate. You can make it look a little bit better. All my clients don't eat like this all on the same plate. You know, we're not all pigs in a trough. But the premise still remains the same. Get your default day, plan ahead of time, and once you do those things, nutrition just becomes effortless. Plan ahead of time is just a game changer for everybody. And if you are busy, if you are overwhelmed by nutrition, throw it all in the same pan and just have processes and systems that ensures that nutrition never needs to be overwhelming, because you just make it easy like this. As you are looking over my upper body session here, I just wanted to run through how really you can make your training simple as well. I think it's equally as important to try simplify your training as well. It's exactly what I do with my clients with push pull run. Now, it's not complex, the programming is complex, the changes that are being made are complex and thorough and thought out, and the programming is, but the sessions themselves aren't particularly complex. We don't use fancy machines, we use bare bones minimal equipment. And I think oftentimes, very much like the diet, you can get brainwashed by these influencers using this special kit and stuff like that, especially in the bodybuilding scene, whereas you really don't need that at all. Runners leg days and single leg hip thrust boso ball BS rubbish, and honestly you don't need all that. You need to develop raw strength using compound lifts. Use a bench press, use a back squat, use a deadlift, use an overhead press. You need to master your body weight using things like pull-ups, press-ups, dips, chin-ups. And once you've mastered your body weight and developed some raw strength, sprinkle in some functional bodybuilding style accessory lifts to help sculpt and shape your physique. And you're absolutely laughing. You've then developed a nice athletic looking hybrid physique. And this is what you're going to do by developing some raw strength with some basic compound lifts, basic bodyweight calisthenics, and then just sprinkling on there some bicep curls, some tricep extensions, and some lateral raises to cap your delts off. That is how you can structure your training. 3 full body sessions, 3 times per week. And that's how I train. It's how all my clients train. It's how in Built to Thrive, I get amazing results with my clients by keeping their training simple and not overcomplicating the process. YouTube, I hope you enjoyed that one. I tried to go in depth as much as I could about making your life simple, your training, your nutrition, so that you become less overwhelmed with stuff that doesn't even concern you. You need to be consistent, and in order to be consistent, you need to make things simple. And it's as simple as that. Simple dieting system, push-pull-run training, accountability support. That's all you need to get epic results. So if you're stuck in a limbo at the minute and you're wondering, am I doing the right thing, this, that, the other, just look at somebody who's doing the basics really, really well, keeping everything simple, and is super consistent. Because adding complexity to your training and your life and your nutrition doesn't equal consistency. Just make things simple. All right, and I will die on that bridge. On that note, I'm going to end the vlog here. Although I've not really spoke about the 505 challenge prep in this one, I will give you all an update next week, but it's going really, really well. If you don't mind, drop us a like, comment the best place that you've had a coffee in the world, so I'm going to go. And if you don't mind, drop a subscribe as well. See you in the next one.